Talk about an ancient art. Well, that would be cameo carving. You know, it's one of the most popular things that I ever did when I was on its shop. And I got to tell you, cameo carving is something that is really near the area where my parents were born. They were from Naples, and just outside of Naples, there's an area called Torre del Greco. And in that area, they have been carving cameos and shells just like this, literally since the time of the ancient Romans. And it's still done in the same area, and it's done completely by hand with hand tools called bellina, which are like little micro chisels. And the secret is they just scrape everything, because these shells are naturally two-toned. And what we're about to show you here, nothing has been dyed, oiled, or stained. It's all completely natural, and the carving is all done 100% in Italy. And most of what I'm going to show you is done by my good friend Mattia Romanolo. He is a master carver, young man. I think he'd be about 37 years old right now. Great guy. And he is a third generation cameo carver. Well, let me just show you the cameo that really kicked off my career in cameo, which is the one that I'm going to show you. This is the biggest cameo that we ever ran. It's stunning. It is a 50 millimeter long by 37 millimeter. Now, why is this the biggest cameo? Because when you cut them larger, the shell, as I just showed you, begins to curve. It's no longer flat. So basically, unless you want something that's very warped or curved, this is the biggest for all practical reasons that they can do. Now, this is called the Renaissance Cameo. So this figure really is from the days of the Renaissance, and that's when this type of cameo became very popular. Look at the incredible detail, all carved by hand. This sports a beautiful extra large frame. It has 6 orange sapphires that you can see right there. It comes with one of our biggest chains that we ever ran, and that chain has a 2-inch extender, which goes in 1/8 inch increments. Very important. So this can fall wherever you want it to fall. So whether you love cameos to wear on top of clothing or next to your skin, that's not going to be a problem with this one. This is an absolutely beautiful item. Take a note of your item number at the bottom of your screen, and you go to our website, gemsonvogue.com. It's only $179 with shipping and handling included. Now, this one obviously has a much more religious theme to it, which I think is very beautiful. And for those of us that celebrate the Roman Catholic faith, here we have a beautiful Mary, Mother of God, with the wonderful halo over her face. This, again, is all carved by Mattia Romanolo. A lot of Mattia's work is actually also on display inside the Vatican. So he's a very famous Italian cameo carver. This one, of course, is a 40 by 30 millimeter. The frame is set with beautiful citrines. This, of course, has the same big thick chain. The chain, of course, has a 2-inch extender. This one here is marked down to only $190. And it's one of our fanciest pieces that we have ever done. An absolutely beautiful piece that you're going to see when you go to gemsonvogue.com and check out all our cameos. But I've got more to show you. This cross reminds me of my trip to Venezia. And when I was in Venice, this is the type of crosses that I would see in the shop windows, because, you know, the cruise ships land there, very popular with tourists and all this. And in the shop windows, I would see crosses like this. Now, you just take a look at how unbelievably beautiful this is. First of all, the chain is extra long. It extends all the way to 22 inches. And we see here a beautifully casted cross, of course, in silver platinum alloy. But take a look at all the beautiful flowers. Look at the beautiful angel in the center with the heart. I mean, everything about this is beautifully done. Again, this is very inspired by the artistry of the Renaissance. And if you're really into the Renaissance, I mean, you know, you need to go to Italy, to Florence, where it all began. And of course, beautiful Venezia. Now, the overall length of this is going to be at least 2.5 inches. It's a substantial piece, and we've marked this down to only $235. But I got to tell you, I do not have a lot of these in stock, and I would take advantage of it because, you know, come Easter time, this type of product really sells very quickly. It'll be here before you know it, so you want to make sure that you get yours. So far, I've shown you cameos that, of course, are carved in the wonderful, beautiful shell. This is the helmet shell that we're all very, very familiar with. But cameos can be carved in different materials. Did you know that it can be carved in an agate? Take a look at this one here. This type of carving is exquisite. So this is a two-tone agate. So here we have the white agate on top, and on the bottom, of course, we have that wonderful, beautiful blue agate. Now, the one thing about carving in an agate is that because it's not a shell or not an organic material like a shell, the precision of the carving can be extremely accurate. That's the one good thing about this type of material. So as you get into it, you'll see unbelievable levels of micro detailing. So if you're a person that appreciates detailing, this is the one for you. Now, this is a 20 by 15 millimeter sky blue, beautiful agate. We have here, of course, all the gorgeous, gorgeous blue topaz accent stones here. This, of course, is done again in the theme of the cross that we're having here today with the wonderful, beautiful chain that is included with the lobster clasp closure. Two-tone plating, of course. Silver palladium alloy, absolutely 3-year warranty, free shipping and handling. We've knocked this down to only $166. This has always been, I got to share with you, very popular. I only have a few of these left in stock. And I mean, I've got more fingers on my right hand than I have of these left in my inventory. So again, go to gemstonesvogue.com, take note of that item number, and of course you want to mark that in when you're on our website. It's really limitless what you can do with a cameo. Take a look at what we've done here. Now, again, I've often used the term, the earlier part, of course, of the French Renaissance. And this actually is almost identical to a piece that I actually saw at the Louvre Museum. The Louvre Museum is amazing. I've been there 4 times. Still haven't seen it all. And they've got paintings and jewelry and artifacts dating back to the beginning of mankind, from the Roman era, the Egyptian era, of course, and then the French era. This, of course, has beautiful, beautiful cameos. These cameos are a whopping, gorgeous 18 millimeter long. Now with this, what we've done is, this is done almost like in a cathedral style. It's almost a little bit of Gothic. It's very, very beautiful. I'm going to take you on a tour of that. Just take a look at how well made this is. Everything about this is absolutely fabulous. Take a look at that under gallery. Here's the carvings. The carvings, of course, are done of beautiful special flowers. This is white bamboo coral. And right at the bottom here, we sport beautiful salmon coral. So back in the time of the Renaissance, they would combine all these natural elements together because, again, the coral and, of course, the shell are both from the ocean. And Italy being right there, and in France, a lot of ocean, they would carve this type of material back then. But Italy is where this was carved, and they always owned that type of carving. This does come with a gorgeous chain. The chain is attached, and the chain, of course, stretches from 18 inches all the way to 20 inches. This item number is PE105275. Again, I only have a handful of this left. When I say handful, I mean under 5. And it's only $329 if you go to gemsonvogue.com. Now, of this whole presentation, what I'm about to show you here, in my opinion, is not just the best looking of this whole presentation, but honestly is probably one of the top 10 designed items that I think we've ever done in my career on television in over 22 years that I've been on television. This was absolutely superb. This is a beautiful strand of gorgeous, gorgeous cream color pearls. Now we're going to offer you the same item, which I'll show you in a minute, in white coral. These, of course, are all beautifully hand knotted, double knotted by hand. The pearls, the whole necklace is over 20 inches long. It'll fit over your head. It's not a problem whatsoever. Now you take a look at the beauty of the stunning fairy. This was part of our carved metal collection. The workmanship is unbelievable. As you can see here, her wings are hand-carved cameo. This has been hand-carved, of course, out of silver palladium alloy. Her body, of course, is plated in 18-karat gold, and this has been hand-brushed. Here we have dark pink sapphires, we have light yellow sapphires, and of course we have the African amethyst. This is one of the most exquisite pieces that we have ever done, and it's absolutely stunning. So for $198, I have the pearl version that you're seeing here, And it depends on how you want to wear it. Most women would wear it like this. And to show everyone here, this is a continuous bracelet. So there's no clasp. So this is at least 20 inches long, and it will, of course, fit over the neckline. Quickly into the shot, I'm going to bring you now the white coral. Now, this is the same exact item that we just showed you, except these beads are 8 millimeter of white coral. The gemstones are exactly the same. There's no difference, and it's the same price. So you get to choose. When you go to our website, you'll see NE100, 492. PK is for the pink, and of course the white coral is WHCO. And this is an amazing item. And guys, I got to tell you, this is the best work we've ever done. I cannot tell you the amount of compliments and 5-star ratings that I got on this piece. When I was on television, we ran this for 5 years. That's how popular it was. And I think it's the best looking item of this show. One of the most affordable items are earrings that we run in Cameos, and these ones are exceptional because they've got the omega backs. First of all, these are extra large. They're 14 millimeter, and I mean 14 millimeter just for the Cameos. This is your classic cameo, of course, carved in your wonderful shell. And this, of course, would be the motif that everyone is very, very familiar with. Here we have white topazes that are at the bottom here. This is a gorgeous pair that's being offered at only $113. And there's the omega backs that I'm talking about. Everyone loves the omega backs. They are the preferred closure. They're expensive to put together, but you know what? We threw them into this set. And the shipping and handling is also on us. Take a note of that item number and go to gemsonvogue.com. Our last item is going to be something that was carved by the Cimino company of Torredogleco, Italia, and this is Caribbean pink conch shell. You know when we go on vacations and they try to sell us those conch shells on the beach? Well, this is what this is carved from. So the pink color, which is a ballerina slipper pink, and the white is completely natural. It is just a shell being totally carved, and this is done by hand. What makes it special is that the conch shell is very spiral. So this is a very big cameo for a conch shell. This is 30 by 22.5 millimeter. It is absolutely exquisite. This is a very big ring, of course, that has accent stones of beautiful pear-shaped rhodolites that you can see here, and the amethyst just accenting this so beautifully. Let me take you on a tour because this ring is going to come in at about 15 grams. It's a beautiful weight piece. Gorgeous, gorgeous shank, done in the way you expect Gems on Vogue jewelry to be done, all in silver platinum alloy with lots of extra special care and detail. Take a look at that beautiful Euro shank. Notice how we bring the detail all the way around and wrap it around that shank. Look at that undergallery. It is just a work of art. Now, the reason we designed it that way, it's not just because it looks good, it feels good. This one is going to wrap around your finger and it's going to nestle ever so beautifully. It is just an absolute work of art. This item here is being offered at only $183. Item number RE110007. Remember, the shipping and handling and the sizing is done completely free. Well, we've had a great show here showing you all our wonderful, beautiful cameos, which there's a lot more to see if you go to gemsonvogue.com, ladies and gentlemen, because we have the best cameo collection in the world with free shipping and handling and a great warranty policy. Go to our website and check out all our deals right now.